Hello everyone, this is second part of the chapter, The Ransom of Red Chief. The screaming hissed proud in mine, the bills here. At last I fell into the troubled sleep, dream that I had been kidnapped and chained to a free and ferocious spirits with red hair. Just at the daybreak, I was awakened by the serious, awful scream from Will. They were not yelled, a howl, or shout. They were simply indecent, terrifying, humiliating scream. So everyone, as the Johnny Dorset, the boy who was kidnapped, he is creating a kind of very problem for both kidnappers. So they were means getting worried about their life, because boy was simply, you can say, he was cruel. Okay, even in the dream also they thought a very terrible dream that they were being killed by that red chief. So means in the dreaming also they were fear of that boy. So after some time, the daybreak me, it was morning time. So I means for Sam it is used. Sam was awakened by a very serious shout, and means simply it was yelling sound. Means it was completely uncivilized or scary sound. So I jumped into to see what the matter was. The red chief was sitting on Bill's chest with one hand twinned in his hair. So as Sam listened the sound, he just jumped up from his bed. He just woke up. He was thinking that what is the matter, from where this sound is arising. So as he just opened his eye, he saw the red chief, means Johnny Dorset, is sitting on the Bill chest and scratching his head hair from his chest. That's why Bill was shouting in this much bad manner. It was scary sound from Bill's mouth, because Bill was completely tortured by Johnny Dorset, Red Chief. I made a kid lie down again, but from that moment Bill's grip was broken. He lay down on his side of bed. He never closed an eye again in his sleep. As long as the boy was with us, I dozed off for a while, but along towards sunup, I remember that Red Chief had said that I was to be burned at the stake of a rising sun. I wasn't nervous or afraid, but I sat up and leaned against a rock. So from that moment, from means the moment the boy sat on the Bill chest, from that moment Bill was completely terrified by that boy. He did not sleep soundly, means he completely used to doze off, but he did not sleep soundly. As wherever they used to sleep, they used to remind one thing only, that this boy is getting into our nerves and he has given us warning to burn alive. That's why they both kidnappers did not sleep soundly. As you getting up so soon for Sam? Asked Bill. That's why Bill asked to Sam, Sam, what happened to you? Why you are getting up so soon? It is not morning yet, so you can go and you can sleep. Me, said I. Oh, I got a kind of pain in my shoulder. I thought sitting up would rest it. So here Sam is trying to make excuses for being get up early. He is trying to make excuses that I had pain in my shoulder, that's why I am waking up. But he knew himself that he is lying. Because of that boy warning, he is not getting sleep. You are a liar, said Will. You are afraid that you will be burned at sunrise. You are afraid that he would do it, and he would too. If you find a match, Aunt Awful Sam, do you think anybody will pay out money to get a little imp like a back home? Sure, a rowdy kid like that, just a kind of parents dote on. But we have got a fixer from some plan about the ransom tonight. He was just to get a message to his father demanding a $2,000 for his return. So at last, as soon as they were talking, they knew that they are lying to each other regarding the thing what is in actuality. So now Sam asks to Bill that, means if anyone is there who will give money for this rowdy noisy boy. So Bill said no, they are parents. He is loving to his parent. That's why he is like this. That's why he is like his parents always just love their children so much. So I think $200,000 it is easy amount to get from the parents. Bill and I got on paper pencil. I worked on the letter while Red Chief, with a blanket wrap around him, strutted up and down guarding the mouth of cave. So here, when Bill and Sam is writing a letter to the father of Johnny Dorset, on the other hand, Johnny Dorset, means Red Chief, was taking round of the cave for gardening, for patrolling the cave, so that other person cannot enter in the cave. As he was playing the game of Red Chief, so he was completely in appearance of Red Chief. He was thinking himself the leader of the cave. So everyone, here is a letter which was written by both kidnappers to Ebenezer Dorset, who is father of Johnny Dorset. We have your boy concealed in a place far from Summit. It is useless for you or the most skilled detective to attempt to find him. The only terms on which you can have him restored to you are these. Means they have written the letter that we have your child, and if it will be completely stupidity that you will just tell the cop, means if you will tell a detective or any police, so that will be your biggest stupidity. We demanded $1,500 in a large bill for his return. The money to be left at midnight tonight at the same spot and the same box. In a hereinafter, describe if you agree to these terms. Send your answer in writing by a solitary messenger tonight at 8 o'clock. So they ask for the money, that they need $1,500, and they are, if you just add, if you involve police in this or any detective in this, so your child will be killed. Okay, if you agree with our terms and condition, so send your answer in, means tonight at around 8 o'clock. The messenger will be placed the answer paste box kept in the bottom of the fence post at the road of the Pobla cave. Return immediately to Summit. If you attempt any treachery to or fail to comply or demand our demand as stated, you will never see your boy again. So they said this message, the letter you will send in the paste box which is beside your house in the wall, and after keeping that letter you should have to return to your place immediately. You are not to stop and you are not to wait for anyone. If you attempt any treachery, if there is any plan regarding anything, so you will never be to see your boy again. You will never see your boy again. If you pay money as demanded, you will return he will be returned to you as safe within 3 hours. These terms are final. Two desperate men. So with this they ended their letter by sending that if you just pay money whatever we are asking, so you will get your word safe and sound, and these terms are final. These conditions are for final. So they at last they signed. Two desperate men. You know what? Why they signed for desperate men? Desperate means hopeless. So they were thinking that if they will write the desperate man, so father will get worried, and father would send the money as soon as possible, because father would think that these person are stupid and they can do whatever they want for money. That's why they signed for desperate men. I addressed this letter to Dorset and put in my pocket. As I about to start, the kid came to me, said, "Oh, Snake Eye, Red Chief used to speak to Sam. I want to play the Black Scout. Mr. Will, play with you. What kind of game it is?" said I. "I am Black Scout and Red Chief, and you had to be robbed the stockade to bomb the shelter, and Red Indians are coming. I'm tired of Red Indians myself. I want to be a Black Scout." "All right," said I. "It sound harmless to me. I guess Mr. Bill will help you fall the pesky savage." "What I am to do?" asked Bill, looking at the kid suspiciously. So here the boy, as Sam has written the letter, he has kept the pocket the letter for dropping in the house of Dorset. So when he was coming out, so boy said, "I also want to go with you. So, and if you don't want to take me with you, so I want to play the game. The game is Black Scout." So Sam and Bill got confused that why he is saying for Black Scout as he is Red Chief. So he said, "Now I just got tired playing with the Red Chief. I want to play now Black Scout. Okay, I want to be Black Scout now." So as Bill and Sam thought it is seeming harmless to us, so that's why we should agree. So at last they agreed, okay, we are agreed and we will play the game. You are horse, and Black Scout, get down on your hands and knees. You can ride a straw without a horse. So Bill means what he did. He just made Bill a horse in the Black Scout which he was playing now. He made Bill as a horse. He said, "You are my horse. Just get down on your hands and knees, and I will ride on you." So everyone, the remaining summary of the chapter I will explain you in the next video. Thank you.